Exactly. Well, you remember that film by James Wan, the one he did called the Stygian. It's called Stygian. And then after that, he made Saw, and he was a member of the unofficial Splat Pack. Consisted of uh, Rob Zombie, Eli Roth, Greg McLean, and who else was in there? It was oh yeah, it was Eli Roth. Did I mention Eli Roth? Oh, who gives a damn? Oh well, all I wanted to say was that where was I? Oh yeah, I wanted to say that uh, James Wan directed a bunch of movies after his breakthrough with Saw, and but he had made a short film before that called Saw, just the same, and then before that he made Stygian, and and that was his path into the filmmaking world. But I said that he was a member of the unofficial Splat Pack back in 2005, and there were these up and coming filmmakers that were members of this unofficial Splat Pack. And let's say, for instance, Rob Zombie, he was a member of that unofficial Splat Pack, and he directed the Devil's Reject, for instance, which was made with made back in 1998, but it wasn't released until I think it was 2001. No, 2003 it was, and that was a major breakthrough for him. He had made a bunch of music, and a lot of music in the past, but he wanted to make movies. That's what his real passion was. But he had major inspirations for his movies, such as the early movie. He was a real fan of the Marx Brothers movies, and he was a real fan of Groucho Marx, for instance. And Sheriff Wydell in The Devil's Rejects said "fuck Groucho" in The Devil's Rejects, and The Devil's Rejects is a sequel to the House of a Thousand Corpses, which was Rob Zombie's first feature film. And Rob Zombie had met Eli Roth, who was also a member of the unofficial Splat Pack back in the day, and they were talking about their love of horror and their inspirations and such. And Quentin Tarantino was also the executive producer to Eli Roth's Hostel, which they worked on together. And Rob Zombie said that Eli Roth, he's a great guy, and all that. So he thinks that he's a really great guy, but that's beside the point. It's fun that they can actually collaborate on certain things in a talkative way, that they can collaborate in interviews and such. But their inspirations are very clear, distinctive, and for instance, Greg McLean is also a member of the unofficial Splat. He was, at least back in the day, and he was talking about when he was making Wolf Creek. Wolf Creek is Greg McLean's first film, and that was made in Australia back in 2003. No, sorry, that was House of Thousand Corpses. I mean 2005 when where was I? Sorry, when Wolf Creek was released. That was released in 2005, and like I said, he was a member of the unofficial Splat Pack as well, and they consisted of these significant filmmakers. And I know I said that, but I wanted to say it again because you know how important this is to me. And I also want to stress the fact that filmmaking is a collaborative art. But Robert Rodriguez, who did Sin City, he did a bunch of Hollywood movies. He said it doesn't have to be collaborative art form. It can be, you can do it all by yourself if need be. He said it in the 10-minute film school, and I know I'm getting to the point. I'm getting there, but I have to include all these elements, which is part of the filmmaking process, which is to include all the creative parts that lead up to the goal of making films.